Dr. Stacy Tyler here, coming from Interactive Intelligence Corporation. I am so excited to continue to bring concerns to the traveling public or to the aviation community that's out there to talk about this insider threat concern. I want to bring something to your attention that is really a concern where the airline mechanic sabotaged an aircraft in September so that this particular employee can receive overtime. That is a concern because now we are touching the traveling public. Before, it's the gun smuggling rings, it's the drug smuggling rings, it's the taking the aircrafts, it's the murders, the noose hanging incident that happened in Miami. But now you are touching the passengers, the traveling public. Now, when is it going to stop? This concerns me because the airline mechanic used his SITA badge to gain access to the Boeing aircraft to sabotage the plane in some kind of way so that it will not be able to start or to fly. My problem is this: for monetary gain, he sabotaged this plane. This is an insider threat. Now, the problem that I'm having is that this employee literally had ties with ISIS. I've always said, and I always know, according to my research, that there are terroristic cells in our aviation system. In 2015, the Homeland Security Department failed to identify 73 workers with their security badges who had triggered associations related with terrorism. That is a problem. Well, how did they get through? How did they get through the cracks dealing with terrorism, getting their backgrounds vetted? Well, as a former employee who hired before TSA, there is a process that the employee's fingerprints, your analysis, and your application to actually vet the employees properly. How did this happen? How are these employees who have ties with terrorism are able to touch the planes that you guys travel on? That is a problem. Those security protocols have to be tightened. Not only that, we have other incidences, like I mentioned previously, where in 2014, the Delta Airline employees smuggled guns from 153 firearms from Atlanta to JFK. We had, in 2013, a technician who had access to the tarmac was arrested who tried to plant some sort of bomb at the Wichita, Kansas airport. And he wanted to carry this attack out because of jihad for Al-Qaeda. That is a problem. What I'm talking about is that when are these protocols going to be tightened? Because when an employee's SITA badge expires on their birthday, they have to go to the airport communication center, security center to actually get their badges. Airline and airport employees, at the time of employment, they have to go through a 10-year criminal background check, a urinalysis, including their application to ensure that everything is cleared and that they are able to work in the United States. The problem that I'm having with the security identification display area, which is called the SITA badge is given to the employee that has the gateway of the world. Not only where they work at, they can go anywhere. So if their background checks are not vetted properly, they can do so much behind the security checkpoint. That community behind a security checkpoint, it is an unknown world. So when it comes to this SITA badge, when that badge expires on your birthday, within 2 years, anything can happen. Anything can happen with that employee. Some kind of arrest, some kind of criminal activity, you have no idea. But when that person goes to the airport to get their badge validated, a new picture probably, but it's 2 more years that they have in order for them to utilize that badge, or if they get terminated. The problem is that their background checks are not on a continual basis to get vetted. That's the problem. That's how they're slipping through the cracks. So I would like to bring you additional information through my training. Interactive Intelligence Corporation has a curriculum that is designed to mitigate risk dealing with the internal threat to airline and airport employees. I have reached out to every spoke city, every airline, every small medium hub as far as my training. This training has a 75% rate in order for them to increase their training, their awareness as far as the insider threat, the internal threat, I call it. So my book has the information, The Insight Man, evaluating communication security failures at a United States airport. And also I was on the cover of the Anointed Journal that has my journey through the insider threat. Dr. Stacy Tyler here from the Interactive Intelligence Corporation desk, and I'll bring you more information soon. Thank you.